reality. There's no waiting around to find out. It's kill or be killed. So that's the nature of war. Is it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, despite what the Bible may tell you about peace and so it's just an opinion. It's just something to think about.
Well, I can think about that, but I also don't really think it's like as a woman, it's not like in our nature to like want to go to war. You know what I mean? I think that me personally, I think I am just supposed to pray for peace.
Well, yeah, I mean, peace for yourself. First and foremost, before you're praying for international peace and salvation, then peace for your community, peace for your state, peace for your country. I mean, peace for your families, secondary. But I mean, really, the whole thing does deal with self. Is do you have an abundance of balance and peace in your life? Because in my opinion, this app is a negative, bad vibration. You know how they always, the cliche, no bad vibes, positive vibrations only.
Yeah.
That's not what this app is. It's the exact opposite. It's horrifically emotional, toxic people screaming at each other. It's beyond, apish and clownish and vulgar. So there's no positive vibrations here. I mean, you got to find a room that is literally like broadcasting a hypnosis, like a positive, feel good hypnosis. That's the only positive vibration you can get from this app. Otherwise, it's just horrific and it's stupid. It's a waste of time. That's my thesis.
It wasn't always like this.
It is always like this because this is just a conversation.
No, I said it wasn't always like this.
It was always like this. It's always just been a conversation. I mean, if you're going back to like 2020 when people were, warning people about the ZAV, I don't know. Did you see that like 35 attorney generals are allowing class action lawsuits against the big pharma corporations for personal injury lawsuits with regards to the ZAV?
No.
Yeah. And Kennedy, I believe, Kennedy got confirmed. So, big things are happening with the ZAV. And, but it's just abundantly clear that people's health and people are having negative repercussions from it, significant health repercussions. So it's tragic and sad. But Bill Gates and Fauci, gotcha, bitch. They really did. You took the ZAV, right?
No, what?
You guys, Meg, did you take the ZAV?
No. Absolutely not.
You didn't? You didn't get ZAV'd?
No.
Wow.
My dad did.
Oh, your dad did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea, but a lot of people did. I mean, it's unfortunate. Sorry, it's too bad.
He just recently passed.
Yeah, I think I heard you mention it. What was your dad's name?
Why?
I don't know. As like a memory, you say his name.
I know, but you're screaming it. Well, I don't care. His name was Steven.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, I understand, but like, I don't know. It's just like, you say the person's name out loud. They're still here right now.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's just like my algorithm, but I swear, is it just me or like are there like a massive amount of boomers that have passed away in the past like 1 and 2 years?
I'm watching a crazy Instagram video called "What is Karen's Problem?" This woman attacked these two guys at the bar on the cruise ship, sprayed their faces with ketchup. It's amazing. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the best way to avoid conflict is not to engage in conflict, you know, to be at peace. I mean, it's so easy. This app is like the perfect incubator for anger management because a lot of people in the real world can't handle their shit. And this is like a good tool for some people to know, like, to be more aware that somebody's fucking with them. Australian wrote, Tim attacks everyone. It's probably an awareness profile so people avoid him for their own sake. Yeah, we get it. But he's also trying to like drive T Rob's crazy that there's like a T Rob's impersonator on here. And I'm surprised your account doesn't get clipped, to tell you the truth. Like, it's pretty extreme what you're doing. But, you know, to each his own. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I'm trying to bring Scott up, but maybe he keeps missing it. Scott and I did a live stream earlier on Instagram. Are you still doing TikTok, Ann?
Yo, keeping it real up in the field, alright?
I was
Where my Jews at?
I was amazed when I saw you live on TikTok, Ann. I was like, holy shit, she's live.
Who's live on TikTok?
Ann was live on TikTok doing some kind of like MAGA live stream or something.
How attractive is Ann on TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the filters do wonders.
What?
You're no 26-year-old peach. Come on.
Oh, no. I'm not 26.
I know you're not
Are
56.
Are you married, Ann?
No, I'm not.
Would you marry or date a libtard? Like a real, like a progressive, like Democrat?
No, would you marry a libtard?
Yeah. I mean, look. Yeah, I'm open to. Yeah, I'm open to romantic connections with all manner of people, ideologically speaking. I don't judge on ideology. I have to get to know the person.
Well, they have to be Catholic. That's first.
I mean, how Catholic? I mean, like
He's Catholic adjacent. Scott's
have you read the entire Catholic Catechism?
I've gone through all the sacraments.
No, but have you read the whole Catechism? I mean, anybody can take the sacrament, open mouth, and insert here. I mean, you know.
Scott, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that ad that said no Zionist want or whatever.
Well, if you're Zionist, fuck off, it said.
Yeah. She didn't even know her height, 5'8" or 5'9".
When I hear an anti-Semite, a Jew hater, or someone who is anti-Zionist or always talking shit about Zionists, it makes me want to be ultra-Zionist. I can't stand it. I really want to always play the contrarian. So I just see, I just see sour grapes, meaning like, why do they have an ethno-state and we don't? I mean, that's really what I think. People are just jealous and they're just constantly like, what the fuck? Like, how did they get it? But we don't. What the fuck? Like, why can't we have an ethno-state? That's what I think a lot of people say.
Every country's an ethno-state. I mean, like, nobody's mad that South Korea is an ethno-state, right? Most countries are ethno-states. I mean, the United States started as an ethno-state. I mean, it was for largely Protestant, certain types of Europeans. I mean, that was kind of what it was for. So, and you would not date a liberal. You're only dating conservatives.
No, I said full Catholic.
What if they're a Catholic that denies Catholic social teaching, like J.D. Vance?
Is that true?
Yes, I mean a bad Catholic like J.D. Vance.
I didn't know that about him.
Yaakov, where are my Jews at, man?
I don't know. You got two not sure about Ann, so maybe 3.
Gotta ping Jane in here.
Oh yeah, let's ping Jane now. Hold on, copy.
Hey, Les, how you doing, buddy?
Quick question. Where's El Normo in the El Normo show?
This is the web.
He's supporting Raleigh's working on pre-production efforts right now. He will be attempting.
He's like a salmon swimming up fish to the net. Just wait. He'll arrive shortly. And soon enough, I'll change the title to the El Normo Show.
Oh, right. Okay, got it. Okay.
Can you make it
I'll
the El?
look at it.
Can you make it the El Stern show?
We could try that. Yeah, sure.
Try that. Try the El Stern show. How about try the El Stern happy hour?
It's time to make more. Yeah.
Jane said no way.
Why'd she say no way?
Well, she said she wouldn't. She just disliked it.
Okay.
Down on Dittman?
This is the Elon.
Scott wanted you here, yeah, but he knows they probably won't.
He's afraid that it'll get recorded and then it'll go back to the deep state people.
Go back to where?
She's cautious, that
I
one.
think Scott wants to know why he won't come.
Just tell her to get a burner account.
Tell her Dittman's not recording.
Tell her to get a burner account.
That's not true.
Listen, I can't, people turn off my replays quite often, and I find that kind of insulting because, like, I didn't create this room to have the
turn off
replay
the
turned off.
replays. Only mods can do that, right?
Yeah, in settings.
So Scott,
It's annoying.
you have to say,
I didn't turn the replay.
No, I'm not saying you did. I'm saying other people have in the past.
I would never mod it in this.
I love when you take Maisie and play it on the. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Dude, one of your clips went viral with Dr. Steve. It had over 500 views the first day.
Yeah, I love it.
500. Wow, that's amazing. That's like the reach and frequency of that. I have to think about that.
I mean, 500 is nothing, but for an account that has like 200 followers,
It's
it
amazing.
works. The algorithm does, it picks up on, because what I'm doing is filming cell phones, and since our cell phones are the biggest source of dopamine, when you're on a cell phone looking at a cell phone, it's like maybe even more addictive. So welcome to the El Stern and Normo Cocktail Happy Hour, hosted by your good friend Lao Tzu and Scott.
Wait, why is it El Stern?
I love it.
What does El Stern have to do with anything?
Because they're both El Normo and El Stern, so it's the
Oh,
El
I see,
Stern
I
and
see, I
Normo
see.
Happy Hour.
Yeah.
We are praying to Hashem Rabboni Shalom and Shemayim that he directs El Normo's attention to the room, and he comes in and brings his massive shofar.
I'm gonna get Norm in here right now. I get Norm in here. I love Norm.
What are you listening to, Yakov? Is that your family member?
That's my wife, and she works us cooking.
Yeah.
I went to this Polish grocery store today, and literally for $34, come home with like a feast, a full gourmet feast, everything fresh, packaged, just the most amazing food for, almost 3 days for $34. And it's the most incredible food. I love the Polish people. I think maybe I should go to Poland to find a wife. Scott, when you look at Ann's PTR, do you see a Lebanite?
I don't know what I see. It's a good question.
because
I
she's.
see a woman that's not thrilled with sleeping with Democrats.
Oh,
Ooh.
Well, she just said that. She wasn't really into banging.
but maybe she'll have sex with them, just no relationships.
No
Yeah.
way. Have you?
Talk about policy matters while having sex?
Exactly, that's what I do. I go, for no carrot.
Exactly. While you're coming. While you're coming, you're like,
Wait,
I go, no
democracy under threat. Democracy under threat. Ah!
No pre-existing today.
Yakov, you voted Trump, right, Yakov?
Yeah.
Scott, you voted Kamala, right?
I love Kamala.
You did. You voted Kamala.
What's
I
she doing
fucking
now,
knew it.
Scott? Do you have an inside scoop on what she's doing now?
A lot of drinking.
Did you see Justin Bieber making out with a Will Smith's kid? They both look like crack addicts. Yeah, seriously. There's a video of them at some festival, and Will Smith's son is like kissing Justin Bieber. They're kissing each other and smoking a joint. It's the fucking gayest thing you've ever seen.
Will Smith's son was Justin Bieber's gay?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I mean, Bieber was sexually abused, you know, so
Yeah, that doesn't mean you turn gay.
it makes you open maybe, you know, later on while you're drinking and
It
boozing, you know,
explains some
running
things, but
around.
not all the time, every time. It's not a positive correlation.
I'm just saying that the video of them looking like disgusting little skinny, you know, crack addict when he's like married to a really hot, beautiful woman, you know, like that marriage is over. He's going to get divorced. It's over.
Who's gonna get divorced?
Bieber, he's going to get a
I
divorce.
didn't know he's married.
Yeah, he's married to Alec Baldwin's daughter. She's hot.
Didn't he actually sign Anne Frank's guest registry and say Anne Frank would be a believer?
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Someone told me that in another room a couple days ago.
It would be, dude. Everybody be into Bieber. There's nobody that's alive. No past Holocaust person.
Canada's biggest export in 50 years.
I'll tell you what. If I were Canadian, my schlong would be Canada's biggest export.
It's kind of amazing how Canada dupes America with American entertainers. Like a countless number of
Canada dupes.
Yeah, most Americans have no idea that all these famous celebrities are Canadians.
Oh yeah, Alanis Morissette, Canadian. Ryan Gosling, I think that's the one. Canadian. Or the one who was in the movie with Sandra Bullock. Whatever his name
It's
is.
kind of ridiculous that it's even its own country. It's like we're exactly the same
what's his
people.
name? Neil Young, Canadian.
Celine Dion, Joni Mitchell.
Yeah, Joni Mitchell, there you go.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Speak of El Normo and he will appear!
Boya Shalom.
Shavua Tov!
El Normo.
Rabinum Shalom.
Rabbanu Shalom!
It's a Shabbos miracle.
Shavua Tov!
Hey, so we're not. We've gone from this guy's crazy to now we say Rabinum Shalom.
It's basically a formula for being in the now.
Okay. I'm in the snowy mountains of Vermont.
Oh my
Hey, Norm,
gosh.
I just did a podcast with a guy from Vermont.
Who is this fellow?
His name's Todd McGowan. He teaches at University of Vermont, and he's a philosopher, but he teaches theory and film studies, and he's amazing guy.
You want to send me a link?
I will. I'll send
Can I
it
listen to it?
I will.
Do you
buddy.
talk about film? We were just listening to film podcast all the way up here.
We did a little bit. We talked about his book. His newest book just came out. It's called Pure Excess: Capitalism and the Commodity, and it's like a psychoanalytic analysis of capitalism. And it's amazing.
Sorry, I'm greeting people while I say hello to you. I didn't catch the. What was the book about?
It's called Pure Excess, Capitalism and the Commodity. And it's kind of a psychoanalytic, theoretical analysis of capitalism. It's amazing.
And it's not about film.
No, but he does talk about film in the book. But no, it's a philosophical text. It's amazing.
Well, I'll.
Play theater during
Oh my gosh.
the business of selling you popcorn.
Uh-huh.
Theaters are in the business of selling you popcorn.
That's true. People should write more about popcorn.
He actually talks about popcorn in the book, and we talked about how like basically how big capitalism. One of the things in the book is there's this sort of thing where capitalism works on the consumer has a need and the capitalist the producer meets need. It's like no, it works on what you don't need. So it works on sort of like and like the popcorn in the theater is the great example, right? That it adds to your enjoyment. This excessive spending money on this thing that's not that good for you, and it's psychologically that's part of the enjoyment of the experience.
Interesting. Capitalism works on things we don't need.
Right, on things like on excess. It's on and it's the promise for him of
Fascinating.
of getting rid of lack. Like he thinks we're all born with lack, with a sense of missing something. And that what both capitalism and Marxism both promise is getting rid of the problem of lack. And he thinks you can't get rid of it. It's just you gotta live with it. You gotta live with the fact that you're always wanting in this world, and you're always a little maladjusted. And that's part of the normative acceptance of being a sentient being.
I wonder if that's just the human condition.
Yeah, he would say it is. He would say it is. But he's a leftist, but he's anti-utopian. He thinks that a lot of people left and right are selling utopias and capitalism. What he sees in capitalism psychically is that it tries to sort of dispel the human condition, and it doesn't work.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's
I
a great guy.
I want to please send me on my text message. Send me a link to the.
I did. I just sent it to you, buddy.
Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna check around. I'll see you momentarily.
All right, buddy.
All right. Have to check out the Friends of.
Wow, you throw in El Normo cocktail hour and he does an Irish goodbye. What a class act. Scott, are you Irish?
I'll tell you this, I'm hung like an Irishman.
Okay, so we're gonna shut down the El Normo cocktail hour because I'm gonna go take a hot bath. But before I do, I'm trying to get through this book. So I'm gonna read to you on the virtue of tolerance. This is Aleister Crowley's Book of Wisdom and Folly. It says, "Understand then heartily, O my son, that in the light of this my wisdom all things are one. Being of the body our perfect lady knew it, proper, necessary, and perfect. There is then none superfluous or harmful, and there is none honorable or dishonorable more than another. Lo, in thine own body, the vile intestine is of more worth to thee than the noble hand or the proud eye, for thou canst lose these and live, but not that. Esteem therefore a thing in relation to thine own will, preferring the ear if thou love music, and the palate preferring the ear, and the palate if thou love wine, but the essential organs of life above these. Have respect also to the will of thy fellow, not hindering him in the way, save as he may overly justle thee in time. For by the practice of this tolerance thou shalt come sooner to the understanding of this equality of all things in Our Lady knew it. And so the high attainment of universal love, yet in thy partial and particular action, as thou art a creature of illusion, do thou maintain the right relation of one thing to another, fighting if thou be a soldier, or building if thou be a mason. For if thou hold not fast this discipline and proportion, which alloweth its true will to every part of thy being, the error of one shall draw all after it into ruin and dispersion. This is called On the Formula of the Dying Gods, De Formula Deorum Morientium. And then I'm going to head out of here. Alas, my son, this hath been fatal constantly to many a man of noble aspiration, that these words were hidden from his understanding. For there is a balance in all things, and the body hath charter to fulfill his nature, even as the mind hath. So to repress one function is to destroy that proportion which is wholesome, and where indeed all health and sanity have consistency. Verily, it is the art of life to develop each organ of body and mind, or as I may say, each weapon of the will to its perfection, neither distorting any use nor suffering the will of one part to tyrannize over that of another. And this doctrine, be it a curse, that pain and repression are wholesome and profitable in themselves as a lie, born of sin and of ignorance, the false vision of the universe and of its laws, that is the basis of the adverse formula of the slain God. It is true that on occasion one limb must be sacrificed to save the whole body, as when one cutteth away an hand that is bitten by a viper, or as when a man giveth his life to save his city. But this is a right and natural subordination of the superficial and particular to the fundamental and general will. And moreover, it is a case extraordinary, relating to accident or extremity, not in any wise a rule of life, or a virtue in its absolute nature. Okay. Thanks for listening to that. Clip, 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 clip.
Rabono Shalom. What is it?
Rabono Shalom.
Rabono Shalom.
You know what that means, right?
No.
It's Hebrew for master of the universe. So it's kind of a double entendre because it could mean that you